have something to show you, and there is nothing I love better than to be able to get a car like this alone in the studio for a little alone time. This is the Volvo EX30. So it is not only the smallest SUV that Volvo has ever built, but it's also all electric. But that's not even what's so exciting about this little car. In the summer of 2024, it's going to hit dealers, all electric, made in China, just under $35,000. And that's not even the best part. The best part is all of the innovative luxury that's inside this cute little SUV. Come on, let me show you. The Volvo EX30 is compact. It does have a small rear seat, but there's a ton of space for passengers in the front seat. And it has a lot of really great innovation. But it is faster charging. It's supposed to fully charge in about 26 minutes at a DC fast charger. It'll charge overnight at a home 240-volt charger. And depending on the trim, there are some luxury trims here, but depending on the trim, whether it has the all-wheel drive dual motor or the single motor, which is just two-wheel drive, it should get between 250 or so miles on a charge, or up to almost 300 miles on a charge. So that's pretty impressive for an SUV priced at under $35,000. To get into the rear of the Volvo XC30, you just tap this little button here on the rear end, and we have this massive cargo space. So it actually is a well, similar to what you might find in some large SUVs or minivans, and the seats do fold flat. So it's a 60-40, so you can fold down that side or that side to create the space that you need. But I really like how deep this cargo well is. And then of course it's Volvo, so it's a push button close. Even the handles are novel. This is the handle to open the door, and this is the armrest, but also it's open so you can use it to pull the door closed. You won't see a start button. You won't see a driver information screen, and Volvo says that this is not going to come with a head-up display. So all of your driver information is going to be over here on this screen. Now, this is a large screen, and it is 12 inches, and it has everything that you need. Now, you can navigate around the screen, or you can use all of your static functions are here. And this is why we're not seeing any buttons or dials, because everything that you need is right here. So there's your home, here are your apps, sound, climate control is right there, and then here are your vehicle settings if you need to get quickly to something. There is, headlights are here, but they're also over here on this stalk, so you can use this for your headlights. We do have our gear selector right here, and then we have some controls here on the steering wheel, which it's hard to see because they're dark right now. When the car is on, they will light up, but we have our adaptive cruise and drive functions here, and then we have our driver assist and multimedia, entertainment, volume, and things like that are right here. I love that the steering wheel is flat top and flat bottom, because what that means is you've got a clear view of the road. You don't have the steering wheel impeding on your vision, which is a cool thing. That's something that I do really like. You'll also notice that there's the sound bar here. So this is a novel, new approach to sound developed for Volvo with Harman Kardon. And this is where all your sound system speakers are, right in this sound bar. Then we'll notice this one piece of trim here. It's also this particular design. I'm not sure it's my favorite, but you'll also see it on the door panels. And it's made from recycled composite materials, so plastics and other materials comprise these panels with a little ambient lighting. Down here, they've used this space, so this is where you can pop a phone. I'll show you how that works. Let's see, you can put a phone right in there, and the phone will actually anchor right in there, and that is a phone charger. And then you could put two phones in there, so it's big enough for two phones. And then there is this open space where you can put a tote bag or something, but you could actually open this for a few more things too. It's not a huge space, but here are your USB ports right there. And then we have this armrest. Usually there would be storage underneath here. We don't have that. We have storage that pops out. So you can use this as cup holders, or you can move the cup holders back and use this as storage as well. And then here we have 2 of the only 4 buttons in the entire car. These are for the windows. So I can push that button and put the window down, or I can use that button, just pull it up to put the window back up, and I can tap this to operate the rear windows. And then here are my door locks as well. And we have this. If you're wondering where the glove box is, it's not there, it's actually here, but I was wondering how to open it. You tap that button and there it goes. Here is your glove box. So this is where you can keep things like your insurance papers or something that you need to keep out of sight. Pretty clever. And the last thing that I'll show you is this really beautiful fixed panoramic sunroof. So it is this really beautiful tinted glass that gives you a view of the sky above. The interior of the Volvo XC90 is comprised also of recycled materials. So this color is called Breeze. There are 4 different color palettes: Breeze, Pine, Indigo, and I forget the other one. But they are all recycled materials, and you would not know that this isn't leather. They call it Nordico, but it's essentially a leatherette. And then there's this woven fabric here made from recycled polyester and wool. It looks and feels just beautiful. But what about the back seat? I know you're asking, so let's talk about the rear seat. So it's a compact SUV, so this is not super large. It is entry-level luxury, so it's not super outfitted. We don't have things like air vents, we don't have air vents, and we don't have a fold-down console here. But what we do have is we have this beautiful blue, they call it Breeze, leatherette. We do have our window controls here. We do have USB ports here. And then we actually even have this little storage drawer with lots of cute little things on the side. I'm going to show you some little Easter eggs there for Volvo fans. I see a moose and a lot of cute little things. And you can just pop that in there. So if you need to keep something in there, you can absolutely do that. There are seat back pockets here, which are perfect for storing a phone. And there's actually a little compartment over here on the side of the car too, on the side of the seat, where you can stow something. So they've really thought about where do you put all the things that you need, and what do you really need, and how can you best use that space the way that you want to use it, not the way that somebody else thinks you should use it. I like that. When Volvo introduced the all-electric XC40, I thought, yay, I love that car. It's cute, it's comfortable, it's fun to drive. But it also was really expensive. And I thought, oh no, it's too expensive for the average person at a starting price of $56,000, not for everybody. But this one, starting price $35,000, will probably be for a lot more people. Now, it won't qualify for any of the federal incentives, tax incentives, because it's built in China, but at $35,000 to start, that puts it in a lot of budgets where it might not be otherwise. What I also love are all the inventive and unique details that we're seeing on the Volvo EX30. And that goes from the little button here on the rear of the liftgate to open it, the cargo space in the back, all of the storage, all of the beautiful recycled materials. See our full story on A Girl's Guide to Cars. Sign up for our newsletter, which you can do right below, and follow us on social media. Thanks for joining us.